Welcome everyone to our 2020 version of the Cuesta College Annual Awards Celebration. I'm Shannon Hill, Executive Director of Institutional Advancement and Foundation, and I am pleased that this year's award winners are being honored. This event is usually hosted by the Cuesta College Foundation to celebrate our honored alumni and amazing volunteers. And we postponed this event from our usual timing in April 2020 in hopes of coming together in person. And although we cannot come together physically, we did not want the year and the opportunity to celebrate us pass us by. Today's award presentations have been individually recorded so that we can share this exciting occasion with you in a safe and socially distanced manner. First, I would like to say thank you to our Foundation board members who come from all corners of the county to represent our community. We could not do any of our work at the Foundation without the leadership of our board of directors. The presentations today will begin with our honored alumni and transition to our volunteer awards. If you've been to our in-person event, you will see that we wanted it to look very much like our regular program. And with that, I am pleased to begin our virtual event by introducing Cuesta College's Superintendent President, Dr. Jill Stearns, to give her very own welcome and introduce the Foundation's Vice President of Alumni Relations. Thank you again for taking the time to enjoy our presentation.
Thank you, Shannon. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here for our annual awards presentation. It is a pleasure to welcome our honored alumni online, and I look forward to having them see their plaques on the alumni wall when we can all safely gather together. Today provides special opportunity for us to pause and reflect on the accomplishments of Cuesta students past and present as we recognize this year's honored alumni. We honor our new inductees by highlighting and recognizing their accomplishments since the days when they were students on our beautiful Cuesta campuses. This is a time to take a moment to look back and enjoy hearing the amazing accomplishments of our alumni and just what it takes to deliver quality educational experiences to the citizens of San Luis Obispo County and beyond. Today, we recognize not only our honored alumni, but also significant individuals who have volunteered their time and talent generously to support Cuesta College. We depend greatly on your incredible volunteer service. For our community volunteers watching today, we could not do this work without your support. So on behalf of our students, faculty, staff, and campus leaders, thank you for generously donating your time, talent, and treasure. Our awardees each receive a certificate from the San Luis Obispo County Board of Supervisors recognizing them for their accomplishments. And they are also receiving congressional recognition provided by the Office of Congressman Salud Carbajal. It is a pleasure to introduce you to a longtime supporter and friend of the college, a member of our Foundation Board of Directors and Vice President of our Alumni Relations, the Honorable Doug Hilton.
Thank you, Dr. Stearns. The Honored Alumni Awards were established by the Cuesta College Foundation in 1989 to recognize outstanding professional achievements and service of former Cuesta College students. Since that time, more than 50 alumni have received this prestigious honor. The Foundation receives many nominations each year for alumni who made outstanding achievements both personally and professionally. The Alumni Committee goes through a rigorous process to review all of the amazing nominations that come in and finally select our honored alumni for that year. It is with great pleasure I present our 2020 honored alumni today. Each is receiving a plaque honoring them as a 2020 recipient, as well as being immortalized on the honored alumni wall in the Associated Students building on the San Luis Obispo campus. At this time, I'd like to introduce our first recipient, Russ Levinway. Russ attended Cuesta College from 1996 to 1999 and is now president of CIO Solutions. A native of upstate New York, Russ moved to San Luis Obispo in 1996 and started his journey with Cuesta College. First as a student, he earned an Associate of Science degree in 1999, and then as an employee of the IT department, where he eventually became network administrator. When he left Cuesta, he started his own business, becoming the founder and CEO of Techtegrity. Russ focused on company strategy, finance, and human resources to build a successful and sustainable business while providing value for clients and a great workplace for his team. After 13 years of successful business, Techtegrity was acquired by Santa Barbara-based CIO Solutions in 2018. Russ currently serves as president of the combined companies. Russ is recognized for his deep commitment to our community and his professional excellence. As a recipient of the San Luis Obispo Tribune Top 40 Under 40, as well as Pacific Coast Business Times Top 40 Under 40. Russ has served on the boards of the San Luis Obispo Chamber of Commerce, where he was also the president, Leadership San Luis Obispo, Friends of Prado Day Center, Central Coast Software and Technology Association, Executive Networking, and Big Brothers, Big Sisters of San Luis Obispo County. He currently serves on the board of Innovative IT, a firm that specializes in providing large-scale wireless solutions to affordable housing communities, and is a member of Rotary de Tolosa. Please join me in congratulating Russ Levinway as one of Cuesta College's 2020 Honored Alumni. Congratulations, Russ.
This award means a lot to me. I have very fond memories of my time at Cuesta College. Uniquely, I was both a student and I was also employed by the college in the Computer Services Department, which means that the people who made a big impact on my life were both faculty and staff here. I wish I could thank all of them in person. At the same time, having the opportunity to say a few words now during the Thanksgiving season seemed very appropriate. I want to thank Judy Barclay. She helped me overcome my dislike of math through her instruction and also tutoring when I needed help. My confidence and math skills improved dramatically. She even helped me once repair a rip down my pants with duct tape. And I wish there was more stories that I had time to share. I was also very appreciative working with Mary Parker. She took me with her to the People's Kitchen volunteer crew serving food at the Prado Day Center. We had great carpools and talks together, and her no-nonsense manner, that's putting it mildly, always impressed on me the need for results and quality work. I also really thank Janice House, who believed in me and brought me into the staff in computer services after I spent a summer volunteering there. The whole team there at Computer Services was a great group to work with, including Donovan, who I learned a ton of technical knowledge from. I worked with Sandy McLaughlin in the North County campus for a period, and she was a great role model as a manager and leader. I developed a strong foundation there at Computer Services, not to mention great relationships with Jeremy and John, who are my co-workers, and eventually led to the creation of a thriving IT company, Techtegrity. I want to thank my sign language interpreter, Kathy Robiscotti at DSPS. And not only that, the note takers that I receive at DSPS. I have many others to thank, but would like to leave it at this. Cuesta College was a place where I thrived academically and graduated with high honors. It gave me the sparks for starting Techtegrity. And then when I became involved in community services, it was here at Cuesta College. And best of all, I met my wife here, who happened to be one of my note takers. Now, what could be a better story than that? Thank you.
Thank you, Russ, for the tireless work you do and the contributions which you made to your community. Our next recipient is Jenny Mulks. Jenny attended Cuesta College from 1985 to 1986 and is the founder of the nonprofit Along Comes Hope. Jenny is a mom, chief executive officer, TEDx speaker, international author, cancer coach, cancer survivor, humanitarian, and philanthropist. Along Comes Hope is a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing support for families of children with cancer through financial assistance for travel, emotional support for the family unit, advocacy work on Capitol Hill, and education and awareness programs at both the local and national levels. Jenny started her college career at Cuesta College, later transferring to California State University, Bakersfield, and then San Diego State University, where she earned a Bachelor of Arts degree. After 15 years in a successful career, Jenny transitioned from corporate pharmaceuticals to cancer coach, mentoring patients and caregivers after being diagnosed with a rare and aggressive form of cancer herself. In addition to her work within Along Comes Hope, Jenny is the creator of online courses called We Can Serve Together, Thriving Through Cancer. She's a motivational speaker, has co-authored Connect: How to Love and Accept Yourself After Divorce, and is the author of 2 upcoming books, Along Comes Hope, The Power of You, and Dear Graduate. She has been cancer-free since 2007 and an inspiration to us all. Congratulations, Jenny.
Hi, and thank you so much for this amazing award. And I'm honored to be an honored alumni of Cuesta. And the irony of it is I'm kind of an accidental Cuesta alumni. And let me tell you what I mean by that. My plan was actually not to go to Cuesta. I was playing volleyball in high school, and I was headed out to go on scholarships and play volleyball. Well, I had a little, I'll call a life detour, and it wasn't the right time to leave and take these scholarship opportunities to play. So I decided I'm going to leave and I'm going to go over to Cuesta. I was living in Bakersfield. Always loved it over here at the coast. Well, what do you know? My first course that I took here, the first semester, was actually a public speaking course. My first and my only public speaking course. But that must have been a pretty darn good teacher, because now I am a speaker as well. I've also done a TED Talk. Matter of fact, I wore this dress in my TED Talk. So I want to share a little bit about life detours, because right now we're all living in 2020, which has been so much about life detours and things that we didn't quite plan for. So some of you may be experiencing that with your careers, with your school choices, with a loss of a career. But look at this life detour as an opportunity to see different scenery. I'm going to fast forward to another life detour that gave me new scenery, and that was the battle with cancer. When I was given 6 to 12 months to live, that came out of the blue. Life stopped. We are on a new detour. But because of that detour, I ended up completely changing my career and then serving other cancer patients and caregivers, as well as founding a nonprofit that serves children with cancer. That never would have happened without me facing that life detour. So as you stumble upon different detours and different road signs that life gives you, look for it as an opportunity to make something better than what you were experiencing before. And I hope that your scenery along the way is much better than the journey you had originally mapped out. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jenny, for sharing your inspiring story and the generous hope you pass on to others. We round out our 2020 recipients with alumnus and longtime Cuesta advocate, Laurie Sinton. Laurie attended Cuesta College from 1966 to 1967 and is now co-owner of Sinton Helicopters. Laurie has a 56-year friendship with Cuesta College, first attending classes in 1966 to 1967, and then as Cuesta College Foundation Board member for the past 30 years. She has fond memories, including excellent instructors, friendly staff, and those old barracks while dodging cows that wandered between buildings. She transferred to Cal Poly for a degree in English, married her husband Jack, and ranched for a decade near Shandon, where the 2 children were born. In the 1980s, they transitioned into the Sinton helicopter business in Paso Robles, which they still operate today along with their son, Scott. For a number of years, her entrepreneurial spirit expanded to being a co-owner of a small furniture and design business in Paso Robles. Laurie has juggled family care and concerns with daily helicopter challenges, and says that those days she has less ground support and more gram support, driving their granddaughters to a second school during normal years. Laurie joined the Cuesta Foundation about 30 years ago and served in many leadership roles, including the board president. She served as a key member of the Capital Campaign Committee and helped make the dream of a North County campus a reality. Over 20 years later, she is still proud of that campaign and what it accomplished. She also provided critical volunteer support in fall 2014 to promote the General Obligation Bond, Measure L, for Cuesta College. Laurie is a previous recipient of the J. Vard Loomis Award for Distinguished Board Service and continues to volunteer as a North County ambassador. Laurie says, "I see students of all ages who want and need what Cuesta offers to reach their goals. I have so many memories of good times and projects with the Cuesta staff and board members, which I cherish." Congratulations to my former board member and friend, Laurie.
I just want to say how much I appreciate this honor. My almost 3 decades at the foundation were happy ones, meeting all the wonderful staff and administration and foundation staff and all the great people I served with. When I was here when I was a teenager, I was my sophomore year, I had no idea that there was such a thing as a foundation, and I don't think Cuesta had a foundation then, but when I joined, I moved into a very happy time, productive with all that's happened. I was so pleased to be able to help bring a campus to the North County. And in thinking about this outstanding award, I think mine is more a long-standing award for a long time association with a wonderful school that I enjoyed attending back in the days when we were in the barracks, all the way through to the marvelous buildings and establishment here. I think education is a very important part of our lives and quality of life and opportunity. And so I'm just very pleased to accept this award today. Thank you.
Thank you, Laurie, for sharing a little bit of yourself with us. Cuesta has certainly grown since those barrack days. It is always a pleasure to hear from honored alumni and hear about where life has led them since their time as students at Cuesta College. As I mentioned earlier, Cuesta College Foundation installed a permanent alumni recognition display on the San Luis Obispo campus. Each year, an engraved tile with the name of the new honored alumnus is placed into the display to honor the named alumnus. Russ, Jenny, and Laurie, your engraved tiles now live on our alumni wall as a part of Cuesta's history. I'd like to invite all of you to be thinking about other alumni of Cuesta College who may be candidates for future honored alumni nominations. If you have someone in mind, please contact our foundation office to find out how to nominate someone. Contact information can be found on Cuesta's website. Now I would like to welcome back Shannon Hill to introduce the recipients of this year's Student Volunteer and Volunteer of the Year Awards.
Thank you, Doug. I appreciate your leadership in the selection of these wonderful honored alumni. It is now my pleasure to present the John Schaub Student Volunteer Award. First given out in 2001, this award recognizes a student whose community volunteer work best exemplifies the high standards established by the college's first Dean of Students, whose trailblazing work in creating programs for student success has helped thousands of students achieve their goals. This year's recipient of the John Schaub Student Volunteer Award is Levi Johnson. Levi is a computer science major with many volunteer activities. He is a member of the Engineers Without Borders Club at Cuesta College, a student tutor, a mentor to children with autism, as well as a volunteer with Sunwork. While working on his education at Cuesta, he routinely volunteers in club outreach activities at a local middle school and on campus. His passion for the environment also finds him volunteering with the nonprofit company Sunworks to install solar panels in homes in the local area, helping to keep the cost of solar to a minimum. He has also mentored several kids with severe autism over the past 5 years and currently works between 6 to 12 hours a week with one client. Levi's story has many twists and turns. After dropping out of high school at 16 and receiving his GED, he hitchhiked to California and found himself out of money and homeless in a strange town called Morro Bay. Levi has also traveled the world, working as a caseworker for homeless Aboriginal youth in Australia, and finally returning here where he and his wife currently live in Cayucas. As stated very well by his nominator and Cuesta engineering professor, Jeff Jones, he is a fine young man and a role model for all of us. Congratulations, Levi, on receiving this award today.
Hey there, I'd like to say thank you for the John Schwab Award. Thank you so much to Jeff Jones for giving kids the opportunity to volunteer with Engineers Without Borders. That club is a great outlet for learning engineering skills and also helping out the community, teaching kids, and just getting inspired to learn more. Thank you for everyone that's helped out during 2020, and hope to see you all soon.
Thank you, Levi, for your dedication to Cuesta and our community. It is now my honor to present the Betty Nielsen Volunteer of the Year Award. First awarded in 1995, this award is given in memory of college trustee Betty Nielsen, considered the epitome of volunteerism. She served the community and the college unselfishly for many years as an exemplary volunteer in many capacities. This year's recipient of the Betty Nielsen Volunteer of the Year Award goes to Kathy Myers. Kathy is a Cuesta College Emeritus faculty member and has been on the Book of the Year committee since its beginning, over 10 years ago. She began when she was a faculty member at the North County campus, teaching English as a second language courses to students. Now, as an emeritus faculty, Kathy continues to generously give her time, creativity, energy, and enthusiasm back to the college. Examples of Kathy's activities that exemplify her dedication to Cuesta and our outreach include helping to staff Book of the Year events every year, whether as an usher for the main author event in the CPAC or directing traffic in the parking lot. She also provides complimentary wine for fundraising events and goes on air for radio interviews to promote Book of the Year activities. Kathy has also been a part of the Cuesta volunteer group serving meals at the Prado homeless shelter once a month, a service she has been part of for 8 years. She has many personal and business connections in the county, especially in the North County, and has been an excellent ambassador for Cuesta with local businesses and high schools. We appreciate all the ways that Kathy gives back to Cuesta and the community. Congratulations on your award, Kathy.
First of all, I would like to thank the committee that nominated me and selected me for this award. It really means a lot to me, and I'm very appreciative of it. And I would like to say also that serving as faculty at Cuesta College and now as a volunteer, I think the thing that strikes me the most in my heart and that I'm most excited about is that it's a community college. And I feel that Book of the Year is an event that really exemplifies what being part of a community is all about. It's been very fun to help organize the event each year and to reach out not only with Cuesta students and faculty, but also we've worked a lot with the K-12 schools, wineries, which is fun, CSA, farm families, shops, and other services. So it really is a very, very community-based endeavor. And for that, I'm grateful. I'm really looking forward to the future. We have plans for this coming year, and we're not going to let the pandemic stop us. We keep moving forward, as does the whole college. So again, thank you very much. It has been a very big honor for me to receive this award.
We could not do it without you, Kathy. Thank you for your loyalty to Cuesta College and the many hours you dedicate to our campus community. Now, I would like to welcome back Dr. Jill Stearns to introduce this year's Vard Loomis and Frank Martinerz Award recipients.
Thank you to our inspiring 2020 Honored Alumni and Dedicated Volunteer Award winners. We appreciate you being here today to share how Cuesta contributes to each of your stories. At this time, I'd like to recognize our next Community Volunteer Award, the Vard Loomis Award for Distinguished Board Service. Since 1998, this award has honored the memory of Vard Loomis, founding president of the San Luis Obispo County District Board of Trustees, who served the college as an elected trustee for 14 years. The award recognizes distinguished service and exceptional representation of Cuesta College to the public. Today we honor Dr. Barbara H. George as a member of the Cuesta College Board of Trustees. From 2012 to 2020, Barbara served as the District 2 trustee for San Luis Obispo County Community College District, Cuesta College. Prior to 2012, Barbara George served as the Executive Director of Institutional Advancement and the Foundation at Cuesta College from 1977 to 2004. Over the years, Dr. George received numerous awards and accolades, including recognition by the state of California as an outstanding professional. In 2006, she was named Citizen of the Year by the San Luis Obispo Chamber of Commerce, and in 2012, she received the Dr. Frank Martinerz Award for Distinguished Volunteer Service to recognize her work a few years prior when the college called her back as Interim Executive Director. Most recently, she was the 7th recipient of the Arlene Chandler Community Counseling Center Award, recognizing outstanding dedication and exceptional leadership serving mental health of the community of San Luis Obispo County. Additionally, her volunteer leadership includes experience on the board of directors of 15 local and state organizations. During her tenure as a member of the Board of Trustees for Cuesta College, Dr. George enthusiastically and actively supported the mission, vision, values, institutional goals, and objectives of Cuesta College, and successfully embraced her responsibility as a leader and trustee. She served as board president, vice president, and lent her expertise when the college faced accreditation and economic challenges. We are grateful for her many years of service as a trustee and as a leading advocate of the college, our faculty, staff, and students. I am personally grateful for her passion for students, her generous investment of leadership, and the warm and supportive welcome she extended to me in 2018. Congratulations, Dr. Barbara George, on this well-deserved award.
It is a wonderful honor to receive the Vard Loomis Award, named in honor of the founding president of the newly elected San Luis Obispo County Community College District Board of Trustees in 1964. He was quite a beloved leader from Arroyo Grande. The award was created by the Cuesta College Foundation, more specifically by a foundation board member, Tim Shagista of Arroyo Grande. It was completely his idea, and after discussing it with the board, he set out to create the award and get approval by our own Board of Trustees. The award recognizes board service by current and past trustees or foundation board members. The first award was given in 1998 and awarded to Frances Reynolds. I knew Frances during her tenure as a trustee. To me, Frances was the epitome of service. She worked quietly, smartly, and effectively, and was a brilliant trustee for Cuesta College. A little-known story is that she served as the aide to Senator J. William Fulbright, a distinguished U.S. Senator from Arkansas who created the Fulbright Scholar Program, sponsored by the U.S. Department of Education. What we do as board members, we do because we love Cuesta College. It is a high honor just to serve in this capacity as a board member. In a few days, my term will end, and I'm very proud to receive this award in memory of both Vard Loomis and Francis Reynolds. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barbara, for your service and dedication to Cuesta College and our community. Next, I would like to present the Dr. Frank Martinerz Superintendent President's Award. First awarded in 2001, this award is given in recognition of the accomplishments of a community volunteer who has contributed time and talent generously, working in partnership with Cuesta faculty or staff, resulting in the achievement that might not have happened otherwise. This year's award is especially meaningful since Dr. Martinez's recent passing. His legacy lives on in the spirit of this award and in the dedication of those who we recognize in his memory. I am pleased to announce that this year's recipients of the Dr. Frank Martinerz Superintendent President's Award are Clint and Connie Pearce. Clint and Connie are volunteers, founders of the Cuesta College Rodeo Club, and adoptive family of our students. Clint and Connie Pearce are no strangers to our local rodeo programs. Connie is the youngest of 4 siblings of Alex and Phyllis Madonna, who built the iconic Madonna Inn and began a long history of supporting local rodeo programs. Clint came to San Luis Obispo due to his passion for rodeo and stayed because of his wife, Connie. Today, Connie serves as the general manager of the Madonna Inn, and Clint is the president of Madonna Enterprises. Clint and Connie have always supported Cuesta as business leaders, but their dedication became stronger when their son came to Cuesta. Cuesta College did not have a rodeo team when Dalton started attending classes, and their desire to see a strong community college program is what spurred their motivation for starting the rodeo club at Cuesta College in 2016. The rodeo program, under the leadership of the Pearces, advanced quickly. Their record-setting pace soon attracted even more students to the program, now one of the most successful in the country. In 2018, Cuesta was ranked 2nd in the West Coast region and 4th in the nation at the College National Finals Rodeo. Clint believes college rodeo is what kept him engaged in school because it provided an incentive and says rodeo is a special part of our culture on the Central Coast. It has always been very impactful in our lives, and I really feel strongly about having a role in helping it continue and flourish in the future to benefit a lot more student athletes. Connie agrees and adds, I always knew that this was the place where I stayed centered, was mentally at my best, and stayed physically healthy. The Pearce's philosophy of giving back to the community goes beyond coaching Cuesta's rodeo team to projects such as founding the Hot House, serving on numerous boards such as Visit SLOCAL, Tourism Business Improvement District, SLO Police Department Roundtable, and multiple terms with the SLO Chamber. Giving back is something the Pearces say gives them satisfaction and a way to set an example for their children and hopefully encourages others to follow suit. Congratulations, Clint and Connie.
Thank you so much, Dr. Stearns, and thank you for the whole Cuesta College Foundation and faculty. We love these kids. We do it because we believe in rodeo. We believe that college rodeo is that element that makes that experience more enriching, more fulfilling, and maybe keeps a few kids in school to finish. We also would like to thank Dr. Stewart, who was a wonderful support when he was leading Cuesta, and Amy's staff has been wonderful also on the faculty side, helping these kids in the classroom and helping them really stay engaged and on the right track. So I know Connie and I, we've been at this for a few years, and we plan on doing it quite a few more because we just really believe in it and feel like it's so important to help these kids out where, otherwise they wouldn't have this opportunity. So thank you very much.
Congratulations to our honored alumni and volunteer award recipients. Your time and talent are award worthy. We are immensely grateful for your contributions to your individual communities, the San Luis Obispo County community, and to Cuesta College. We are forever grateful for your contributions and look forward to staying connected with you for years to come. Thanks to all of you for joining us.
Yes, thank you all for joining us. As 2020 comes to a close, we appreciate the support of our volunteers and celebrate the success of our alumni. We look forward to seeing you at a future Cuesta event, so please keep checking your inboxes and mailboxes, and don't hesitate to reach out to us. Have a great day.